Hello, everyone. I'm Sheila Hurst, a member of Reading West Rotary and the District International Service Chair. Welcome to the International Service Session. When you think about international service, you might imagine writing a grant, participating in a project in another country funded by the Rotary Foundation or a district grant, attending a Rotary International Convention or a project fair, perhaps hosting a Rotary Youth Exchange student, or even joining a national immunization day. And you know what? All of these are international service. And international service is actually much more. In fact, in Rotary, international service means any event, project, or activity taking place between Rotarians and others in two or more countries. And so, in this session, the presenters will describe some resources and opportunities and share a few stories about the broad spectrum of international service available to us all. The session agenda is online with today's program information and schedule in case you'd like to follow along. On the agenda, you'll also see the speakers' email addresses in case you want to contact them directly. So first, Elena Kirshner at Rotary International in Evanston will tell us about three of the many resources for international service that Rotary supports: Rotary action groups, Rotary project fairs, and Rotary fellowships. Have you ever wondered how to create a project or write a grant? Joy Al-Idarus of Rossmore Rotary has a team of Rotarians throughout the district who were ready and waiting to coach and mentor you individually or in small groups. David Kopp of Davis Sunrise Rotary knows that district grants can be used to fund international projects. He knows because he did this on a really interesting special project in Kenya, and his story might give you an idea also. Skip McGowan of La Marinda Rotary can testify that project fairs can build relationships and lead to significant projects. He'll invite you and your club to be part of just such a project in Guatemala. Have you ever wondered how a major international project begins? Carl Diekman of Woodland Rotary will offer a summary of 30 years in the evolution of a global health initiative. And then Yanjun Wang, a member of Arinda Rotary, will tell us about the unique collaboration between International Vision Volunteers and Rotarians in District 5160. We'll go to rural Zimba, Zambia to meet some IVV staff and two exceptional young healthcare professionals who were sponsored and guided by Rotarians in District 5160. If you have questions during the presentations, please enter them in the chat box. Claire Roberts will monitor them, and if there's time, we'll answer some questions live and follow up on the others by email and phone. Links to the agenda, the list of resources, and handouts from speakers are all on disc.rotary5160.org. We'll show these sites on the final slide of the session. Enjoy.
Hello, everyone. My name is Alina Kushner. I work for Rotary International, managing the service and engagement team and programs and grants. And I'm so happy to join you virtually. I hope that you're having a very productive and successful District 5160 Foundation Day. Thank you, Sheila, for the introduction and for inviting me here to join you. I'm going to spend a few minutes talking about resources and opportunity for engagement in international service. So one of the first programs that I'm going to cover are Rotary Action Groups. These are internationally organized Rotary-affiliated entities that are run by Rotarians, Rotaractors, and Peace Fellows, and are open to anyone both within and outside of the Rotary family to join. We currently have 26 action groups, and they're organized around a particular area of specialization because action groups are organized to support clubs and districts with their service activities. Some action groups have structured programs that clubs then go on to customize and implement locally. Other action groups serve as resources, so helping with community assessments and advising on project design, helping fundraise or secure partnerships, including a monitoring and evaluation plan into programs and projects. So these are really great resources if you're looking to get involved in international service or to scale up your work in international service. And if you have expertise within any of the topics covered by Rotary's action groups, please feel free to reach out to them directly to learn about how you can join and get involved. There's a link on your screen, rotary.org/action groups, that you can access to learn about all of 26 action groups that span all of Rotary's areas of focus and beyond as well. Project fairs are also a unique gem. These are 3 to 5 day programs organized by typically districts, and they allow international visitors an opportunity to gain some cultural immersion. So see the local country, community, get a better understanding for the local community's priorities, but also get a sense of what types of projects local clubs are working on. Through the course of the events, visitors meet with host clubs to learn about what projects are they planning and what kind of support those projects are seeking. A lot of times the projects that are presented are those that are seeking foundation funding, so that will go on to apply for a global grant. And this is a really nice opportunity to meet project hosts, build an in-person relationship between hosts and international partners, really build those trust factors that is harder to build if you don't have a personal connection or introduction to your partner. I encourage you to take a look at the website and see where there's an upcoming project fair, and especially now that they've pivoted to a virtual or a hybrid environment, it's a great way to experience a project fair from the comfort and safety of your home for now, and then hopefully within the next year or two be able to travel in person, attend one of these events, meet potential partners, and build international relationships for service this way. Rotary fellowships. I'm guessing that many of you are familiar with fellowships, and they're similar to action groups, internationally organized entities that are run by Rotarians, Rotaractors, Peace Fellows, open to any member of the Rotary family and beyond. So friends are welcome in Rotary fellowships. And they're really affinity groups organized to build community around shared professions, shared hobbies, identities. And because many of our 66,000 plus Rotary Fellowship members are part of the Rotary family, there is an inherent emphasis on service in the work that these groups do. Rotary has more than 90 fellowships, and while you may be surprised, most of them undertake some sort of service activity. A quick example, both the surfing and the skiing fellowships have programs where they partner with organizations that allow individuals with limited physical abilities or limited physical mobility to get on a surfboard or to get on skis and to experience those hobbies and those really exciting sports in a way that works for them. And of course, through all of these programs, because they're international, they provide such a great way to meet friends from across the world, but those friends often end up becoming your service partners and global grant partners as well. Thank you, and best wishes for a most productive Foundation Day. I know I've seen the speaker lineup, so you're in for a whole treat of storytelling and inspirational examples of ways to continue getting involved and doing good through Rotary and through the Rotary Foundation.
Hello, I'm Joy Allideruth. I am with the Rossmore Club in Walnut Creek, and I get to talk to you today about mentoring in grant writing. So there's a mythology in our district, and maybe everywhere, that grants are just very, very difficult, and they aren't awarded anyway, so why bother? That really isn't true. Grants are awarded. They are tedious, but not impossible. There are templates available, and one just goes through and fills in the blanks. We have a team of experienced grant writers in our district, and we're scattered around the district from the very bottom to the very top. Donna Boyd works with me to coordinate this. We both travel a lot, so there's two of us, so you can always get hold of one of us. So if you have an idea and you would like some extra money, write a grant. We will help you. We won't do it for you, but we will help you. This is true if you just have a very beginning idea and need some encouragement of exactly where to start. We can even help you find the template if you're at that point. Also, if you have one that you have written and you would just like a review before you submit it, we're happy to do that too. So if you need help, please contact us. And if you would like to mentor, we would be welcome. You would be welcome to join us. We would welcome you. So let us know either way. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hello, everyone. I'm here to tell you about the possibility of using district grants from the District 5160 Grants Committee in international projects. If your club has an international project and you need between $10,000 or $15,000 to make the budget work, please consider applying for a district grant. You can find out more about district grants on the district's website or by clicking the link in the handout that I've made available. That link will take you to the District 5160 grants policy. The basic idea is that if you can raise $5,000 in club funds, you can be eligible for up to $10,000 in matching funds from the district grant committee. Or if you have more than one club involved in your project, you might be eligible for up to $15,000 from the district grants committee. The district grants committee matches your club's contributions on a 2-to-1 basis. Please consider using this opportunity. Initial applications are due during the month of May. We give feedback to you on the basis of your draft, and the final application is due during the month of June. Again, you can get more information from the website or from the district grant policy. You can do a lot of good internationally with a small amount of money. I'll just give you the example of the Davis Sunrise project that we called the Project for Girls. We did this project in partnership with the Nakuru Rotary Club in Kenya. The basic problem is, as many of you know, girls from impoverished families and countries like Kenya often can't afford commercially available feminine hygiene products. So they have to make do. And the result can be embarrassment or humiliation at the hands of teachers in the classroom or by their fellow kids when they're playing. And so many of these girls drop out of school for up to a week per month. And this is a significant loss of educational opportunity for these girls. So our project involved training women in the villages near Nakuru in sewing reusable sanitary pads. They put together kits for the girls. You can see these bags in the photo behind me. Each contains 8 reusable sanitary pads, a pair of underwear, a washcloth, and soap. And as you can see from the smiles on their faces, these girls are happy to receive these. We distributed 1,000 of these kits to 1,000 girls in villages in the Nakuru region. And we also have started a co-op with the assistance of the Nakuru Rotary Club, which we hope in the future will sew reusable sanitary pads for sale in the Nakuru region. And we hope also that this co-op will empower village women and enable them to earn a small income. So you can do a lot of good with a small amount of money in international projects. And if you'd like to hear more about or learn more about how to use a district grant in these projects, please send me an email at the email address in the handout, and or go to the district website and look at the district's grant policy. So thank you very much and all the best.
I had hoped to have Carlos Morales, a member of the Vista Hermosa Rotary Club in Guatemala City, join me in this presentation, but unfortunately we couldn't pull it off. But I will be able to pass along what Carlos wanted to say. Although Carlos and I have not met in person, our clubs are now working together on a project that will improve the lives of many Guatemalans in the town of Tecpan. Our story started with the Uniendo America Project Fair in San Jose, Costa Rica in 2019. I attended the fair not knowing anyone or what to expect. The fair lasted 2.5 days, during which Rotarians from all 7 Central American countries in the United States and Canada got to know each other for the first time or were able to renew old friendships. It was also a chance to learn about the many ongoing projects in Central America, as well as projects that were in the planning stages. The Rotarians I met could not have been more friendly. I hit it off with one in particular, Julio Gracioso, the immediate past governor of District 4250 and a member of the Vista Hermosa Club. Julio and I met again at the project fair last January in Antigua, Guatemala. He told me about the projects his club had in the pipeline, and he suggested that I talk with Carlos, who directs their projects. That led to a Zoom call with Carlos and members of our 2 clubs. The enthusiasm of everyone on the call was contagious. After the meeting, my club decided to apply for a district grant this year to raise some of the $30,000 needed to install about 30 concrete floors in homes in Tecpan. The Vista Hermosa Club is in the District 4250, which includes Belize, Guatemala, and Honduras. 4250 has been awarded more global grants than any other district in the world. In the last 8 years, Carlos's club has done about 25 global grants with an approximate combined value of $2.5 million. Not bad for a club with only 20 members. Carlos tells me that the reason that they do so many projects is that the need in Guatemala is so great. 1 of every 2 children under 5 years of age is malnourished. The mortality rate of children under 5 is 24.5 per 1,000 births. The main causes of this mortality are anemia, diarrhea, and other acute GI diseases. Diarrhea reduces calorie absorption and physical growth. Parasites also consume micronutrients, especially iron, which causes anemia. A study by the World Bank, authored by a number of UC Berkeley investigators on the Mexican program to replace dirt floors with concrete floors, found that installing a concrete floor resulted in a 78% reduction in parasitic infestations, a 49% reduction in diarrhea, an 81% reduction in anemia, and a 36 to 96% improvement in cognitive development in children. The study also found a significant improvement in adult welfare as measured by increased satisfaction with their housing and quality of life. So it is clear that this joint project of our 2 clubs will change lives. Carlos tells me that it will be able to install 10 to 12 concrete floors for $10,000. With a goal to raise $30,000, we hope to be able to provide 25 to 30 families in Tecpan with a concrete floor. We hope to get started with construction by the end of this year or in early 2022. I hope this story of how a decision to attend a project fair, which led to international friendships and a project that will make a difference in the lives of many people, will encourage you to consider taking the steps necessary to support an international project. If your club is interested in this project or the scores of other projects detailed in the report of the 2020 Project Fair, please send me an email. Thanks for listening.
During my term as district governor, my message to the Rotarians of our district was all about the decades of my Rotary experience. My message described how my mutually beneficial relationship with Rotary evolved as I grew professionally and matured personally. Today, I want to focus on how one international service project has defined the last decade of my Rotary experience. I think it is only fair to tell you that the goal of my presentation is to give you confidence that irrespective of your background, experience, financial security, or nearly any other potential roadblock, you can participate in an international service project in a meaningful way. This story starts in Clearwater, Florida in 1983 when I attended my first district conference. I was in my early 30s, just a couple of years into both my professional career and my Rotary experience. Here I was at the historic Bellevue Biltmore Hotel, dressed in my finest rented tuxedo, seated at a table of 8. Seated next to me were a couple of dentists who captured my attention with the stories about how they had gone to some far-off place to work under primitive conditions to improve the health of people in desperate need of their help. It would be an understatement to say that I was both full of awe and disappointment. I was truly inspired to learn how Rotarians through Rotary were able to help improve the lives of people because they could. I was disappointed because I had no vision of how I could be able to have this experience because I did not possess the necessary professional skills. Over the next couple of decades, I attended dozens of Rotary conferences and meetings, and while I had not yet realized my goal, my desire to be able to improve the lives of people in a far-off land never left my mind. It is fair to say that I began to realize my goal of helping people in 2008 when I participated in a polio immunization program in Agra, India. As it turns out, even I was able to learn how to administer a couple drops of polio vaccine. From that point on, my goal evolved as I evolved, and that trip to Agra turned out to be the first of many international service projects that I have been part of. And I want to share with you one special project that I organized because I believe this project is a perfect example of how a Rotarian can take an idea and change people's lives forever. For those of you who don't know, I developed a friendship with an oncologist at our local clinic who for many years has treated my wife. Over time, I learned that oncologists liked to travel as I did, and we often talked about our separate adventures. One day, the oncologist told me that he and another doctor at the clinic traveled to Nicaragua, where he learned that deaths due to cervical cancer were significant in that country. So much so that life expectancy for women was about 54 years old, and nearly every family he met had been touched by the disease. He wanted to do something about it. After I get home, I thought about my conversation with the oncologist, and I realized that he presented me with an opportunity to do exactly what I wanted to do: help improve lives in a far-off land. I called him that evening and suggested that we create a Rotary International Service project to examine and treat women for the precancerous HPV infections that lead to cervical cancer. To be perfectly honest, I thought that this potential project could also improve the relationship between healthcare workers in our community and Rotary. As an added benefit, my club would be motivated to participate in an international service project. In the end, that project involved over 50 clinicians and other healthcare workers from Woodland and around the United States. And through their hard work, over a 2-year period, we trained 33 Nicaraguan clinicians in how to detect and treat HPV lesions that are the cause of cervical cancer. During this training, 925 women were examined and 98 women received cancer-preventing treatment. In addition to the trained clinicians, we outfitted 5 clinics with the necessary equipment to carry on the work. And by now, if you're wondering if this project satisfied my desire to work on international service projects, good question. I don't think so. Since we completed that project in 2016, I have worked with Rotarians around the globe to design and implement cervical cancer prevention projects. And more recently, I was a participant in the World Health Organization process to adopt a global policy to eliminate cervical cancer as a public health problem. Now, perhaps now is a good time for me to give you the cliff notes on how to get involved in international service projects. My suggestion is simple: observe, ask questions, watch for opportunities, make yourself available, and most of all, say yes when given the chance to get involved. Finally, let me remind you that international service projects, be they big or small, are all about giving a little bit of yourself to help others. While that seems important, what you get is a whole lot more. Thank you, and have a great day.
Hi, my name is Yenjin Huang from Arenda Rotary Club. Thank you for allowing me to be here today with you all. Today, I wanted to show you how both global and district grants can make lasting and profound impacts on a community, specifically using the example of IVV Zimba Eye Clinic. IVV has been working in the community for over 25 years and got started when 3 Rotarians got together and decided to go big on their desire to help a community like Zimba. Fast forward to today, and Zimba Eye Clinic now serves over 18 million Zambians for their eye care needs. Not only is Zimba Eye Clinic an anchor for eye care in the country of Zambia, but it has touched the lives of many Zambians in so many other ways. For example, Dr. Jim Green, a longtime Antioch Rotarian, set up a dental clinic that continues on to this day. Rotarians have also provided scholarship money for locals who want to become healthcare professionals but could not otherwise provide the tuition. Dr. Jim Green and Dr. Sheila Hurst saw an opportunity on one visit to Zambia and set up a community library using empty shipping containers. And this created a community library. With that background, Arenda Rotary, who are newbies at global grant writing, decided to get involved, and we decided to write a global grant. We needed lots of help from District 5160, from all the resources we have available in the district. We were able to get the grant approved. We had a strong partner in Livingston Rotary of Zambia. And we were so motivated by that success, we also wrote a district grant to help improve the current community library. And I want to take this opportunity to thank all of the Rotary clubs in District 5160 who helped and participated in the global grant and the district grants. You all know who you are, and we are very thankful for your help and support. I'll now stop talking and show some videos of locals in country who can express better how much Rotary's continued investment in the IVV Zimba Eye Clinic has meant for their community. So we have Westone, who is the clinic administrator, but who started out as a carpenter on the original building project of the clinic. Dr. Brighton Samoyo, who is now our local ophthalmologist, who continues to provide eye services, even when eye teams cannot travel to Zambia from the United States. Mercy, the librarian, who will show you around the library, and then Brenda and Lakondo, whose lives were changed immeasurably by the generosity of Rotarians who provided scholarship money for their education to become a dentist and a nurse. With that, I hope that these videos inspire you to continue to work on international projects and also show how much continued investment by Rotarians in a community can make a difference. Thank you.
Weston Mukuka, the business administrator for International Vision Volunteers. At the inception of IVV in Zimba, I worked as a carpenter in the year 2001. And I want right away to mention and appreciate the 3 Rotarians in the name of Dr. James Wallentai Singer, Dr. Grosslord, and Dr. Tom Brumley, who have been in this community for 25 years now, and also the Rotary International and IVV individual donors and many other Rotary clubs who have made IVV Eye Clinic an anchor for this community. Because of their continued investment in this community, IVV has saved so many lives, not only in Zambia, but in neighboring countries like Zimbabwe, Botswana, Malawi. We want to appreciate the investment of Rotary International. Right now, we are doing the power on a generator that was made possible by a Rotary grant, and very soon We'll be receiving, I think in a month's time, the solar panels that will make us go on the solar power system. And that by itself is going to make us save the resources needed to buy medicines and medical equipment. We are so grateful for what Rotary International and Rotarians individually have done in this community where thousands of people have been saved. Thank you so much.
I'm Dr. Samoyo. I'm the ophthalmologist for Zimba Eye Clinic. I just want to take you through our theater. Here we are is our minor theater where we do minor surgeries. And also we do our pre-ops here. We have 3 beds and 1 microscope. You can come through to the main theater. Welcome to our main theater. Here we have 1 bed and we have 3 phaco machines. This is where we do our major surgeries. Mainly we do cataract surgeries here and glaucoma surgeries. Of late we're now doing pediatric surgery. So we have an anesthetic machine for GA. And here our intraocular lenses. Yeah. Zimba Eye Clinic has become a beacon of hope for men who have lost their vision within Zambia and across our borders. We have patients who come as far as Zimbabwe, Botswana, Namibia, and they found hope in us. Statistically, in 2019 we did about 550 cataract surgeries and other major surgeries, and we did about 150 minor surgeries. Unfortunately, due to the pandemic, we've scaled down our surgeries in 2020. So I'd like to thank Rotary International, Rotary clubs in the USA, Canada, and in Zambia, and our IVB donors for the support you've given us for the last 25 years. Without your support, this work was not going to be possible. Thank you very much. Stay safe in this pandemic.
I've been the librarian for IVV Rotary Library since 2007. The library was built using shipping containers brought in 2001. Come, let me take you for a tour in the library. The library has 2 sections, the general sections and the reference section. In the general section, I have books from the medical section far through to children's section. I also have computers used by users for word processing and typing skills. Come and we go over to reference section. In the reference section, the books that are there are used for research. I have books from business to encyclopedia. Come, I show you where we are going to mount the new children's library. I want to say thank you to District 51 for the development of this children's section. At this juncture, I just want to say thank you to Rotary International and all other Rotary clubs in America, Canada, and Zambia, and individual donors who has helped us this far. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Likando Risulo. I'm a midwife at Mwandi Mission Hospital and I started working here in 2009. I'm just here to thank you for the opportunity that you gave me as IVV. When I completed my high school in 2002, I really didn't know where I was going to go afterwards or what I was going to do because my parents were not going to afford to put me in any school. So that's how I started working first at the salon, and then I met a lot of people at IVV anyway. I started as a person who was washing dishes, for the eye doctors who used to come to do surgeries. And then later on, I started mopping at the eye clinic. And then I was given another job of grading the eyeglasses. Then later on, I was transferred to the new guest house that they had built up. I started cleaning, I continued to clean the floors and even helping at the kitchen, washing and ironing. I loved doing my job. But then I met people who believed in me and told me that they were going to help me, support me to get to school. And then that's how they financially supported me. And now I'm here. I'm so thankful to all of you for the support that you gave me. It's not just the financial support I received, but a lot of love, a lot of encouragement. IVV has become a part of my family too much. So thank you so much to all of you. And some of the people who deserve this are not even here to see me grow. But I really do appreciate all of you. May God bless you.
Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Brenda Mkandarire, working at the University Teaching Hospital in Lusaka. I'm one of the beneficiaries of Rotary International. I'm now a dental surgeon, and I owe this to you guys. This story is a success because of your support, because of your input. Words can never come close to how grateful I am, but I'm sincerely grateful that you've changed my life. God bless you all and thank you. Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Brenda Mkandarire, a dental surgeon at the University Teaching Hospital in Lusaka, Zambia. I met the Rotary doctors in 2002 during one of the outreach programs in Zimba. As a young girl growing up, I didn't know what the future had for me until I shared with them my ambition of becoming a dental therapist. They agreed to sponsor me to school to pursue my diploma and degree studies. I'm now a qualified dental surgeon, giving back to the community because of the amazing things that you've done. Thank you for the sacrifices that you've made. Thank you for sponsoring me. I want to talk about my friend Bikando, who's also working in Wandi as a nursing midwife. She's helping mothers with their self-deliveries, helping babies to thrive, those that are born with medical conditions. We are here to say we are grateful for laying the foundation for us. Continue giving, continue sharing with the world, because this is who we are. This is what humanity is all about. God bless you all.
Hello again. We hope that you enjoyed these presentations and that now you have some new ideas about the variety of ways that you, your club, and your friends can participate in international service projects, events, and activities. The session agenda, contact information, resources, and links are online at disc.rotary5160.org. The information is on the next slide. We expect that the recording of this session also will be available on the website. On behalf of the speakers and the District International Service Committee, I want to give special thanks to the incredible Valerie Redeman, Rotary Club of Chico, and the District Public Image Chair, and her amazing team, to Claire Roberts, and of course, to District Rotary Foundation Chair John Dwyer. As time allows, we'll respond to comments and questions that were submitted in the chat box. And if there's not time today, then we'll be in touch with you individually by phone and email. Thank you for joining us. We look forward to hearing from you.